Good day, students. Today we are going to learn another math lesson, and that is addition of integers. Yesterday we learned about counting numbers, whole numbers, natural numbers, and of course integers. Now today we will going to expand more our understanding about integers. And for the objective of today's lesson, we will going to add integers using three different ways: colored characters, number line, and rows. So actually, when we add integers, we could use color counters, we can also use number line, and lastly, we can also use rows. Let's start with colored counters. In adding integers, we will going to use colored counters, and for me, I will going to use color green for positive integer and color red for negative integer. And by the way, if we've seen a positive and a negative integer, that means it is a zero pair. When we say zero pair, it does not have any value or zero. Now let's start with 3 plus 4. I know you can answer this one, but let us use colored counters to express and find the answer. So we have here positive 3. Since 3 is positive, then I'm going to use 3 green counters. I'm going to add it with positive 4, then I'm going to add 4 green counters. Going back to our instruction, we will going to have a zero pair only if we have a red counters. So since we don't have red counters here, we're just going to count our answer. So let us count. How many green counters do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 green counters. So our answer is positive 7. Okay, now let's try another one. We have positive 3 plus negative 4. Since we have positive 3, then I'm going to use 3 green counters. Now, we have here negative 4. Okay, since this is negative 4, then I will going to use red counters. How many red counters? 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. By the way, as what you can see, I put parentheses in my negative 4. I use parentheses so that I can separate this negative sign from our addition symbol here. It's very important that we need to separate the negative integer with parentheses so that we could identify that certain number is negative. Okay, that's why I put a parenthesis here. Okay, now going back, so we have here 3 green counters for positive 3 and 4 red counters for negative 4. Now going back to our instruction, if we have positive counters and negative counters, it means they are zero pair or they do not have any value. So for this one, we have 1 zero pair, so we're going to cancel this. This one is also a zero pair, and this one red counter, so it means our answer is negative 1. How about we have negative 6 plus positive 3? So negative 6 here means 6 red counters, and positive 3 here means 3 green counters. So based on our counters here, we have a zero pair. This one is a zero pair, so we're going to cancel this one. This one is a zero pair also, so cancel. And the last one is a zero pair. So since we already canceled the zero pair, we're going to count the remaining counters that we have. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 negative counters. So our answer is negative 3. Okay, now, last one. Let us try negative 3 plus negative 5. So they are all negative. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3 for negative 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for negative 5. And based on our counters here, we don't have green counters, so we're just going to count the total red counters that we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 red counters. So for our answer, we have negative 8. Okay, now actually we can also use number line in adding integers. And when we use number line, always start with the origin. And our origin is always the number 0. Okay, now let us try to use negative 6 plus 3. And this is our answer a while ago using our colored counters. Okay, let us use this one in our number line and let us find out if we can still got the same answer as negative 3. Okay, so let's start. We have here negative 6 and we're going to start with our origin. And since it is a negative, then we will going to go to the right, or shall we say to the left of our number line. So let us count 6 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have here negative 6. And we're going to add it with positive 3. Positive 3 means we were going to move 3 steps to the right since it is a positive. So let us count 1, 2, 3. And our endpoint here is negative 3. So that's what we can see. Whether we're going to use color counters or number line, we can still get the same answer. How about negative 3 plus negative 5? This is also one of our example in colored counters. Let's see if we got the same answer as negative 8. So again, let's start with our origin, which is 0. 0. And we're going to move 3 steps to the left since it is negative 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to add it with negative 5. It is still negative, so we're going to continue moving to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our endpoint here is negative 8. So still, we got the same answer with our colored counter, and that is negative 8. Okay, so this time, let us proceed with the last way on how to add integers, and that is using rules. By the way, rules are very important. It's because we can use these rules if you're dealing with big numbers. Yes, we can use colored counters and number line, but it is only used for smaller numbers. Now, how about if we're dealing with bigger numbers, then we will going to follow the different rules. And the rules tells us that if we have the same sign, we're going to add and copy their sign. Again, if we're adding same sign, we're going to add and copy their sign. So like for example, we have 16 plus 18. 16 and 18 here are both positive. Since they are positive, then what does the rule tells us? Since they have the same sign, so we're going to add. So 16 plus 18, that is 34, and copy their sign. What is the sign of 16 and 18? they are positive. So for our answer, that is positive 34. Okay, so let us try to have another example. Negative 16 plus negative 18. Negative 16 and negative 18 are same sign. They have the same sign, and that is negative. Okay, since they are negative, we're going to add. So 16 plus 18 is 34, and lastly, we need to copy their sign. Next, let's deal with unlike sign. How about if you're dealing with unlike sign? So if we have unlike sign, then we're going to subtract and copy the sign of the bigger number. Example, negative 20 plus positive 18. Negative 20 here is, so what we can see, this one is negative and this one is positive. Since they are unlike sign, then we're going to subtract. 20 minus 18 is 2. And what is the sign of the bigger number? Which one is bigger? 20 or 18? 20 is bigger than 18 and 20 is negative. So our answer is negative 2. Always remember that we're going to copy the sign of the bigger number. Next, we have 35 plus negative 10. So as what we can see, they are unlike sign. This one is positive, this one is negative. Since they are unlike sign, then we're going to subtract. So let us subtract 35 minus 10. The answer is 15. And copy the sign of the bigger number. Which one is bigger? 35 here is bigger than 10. And what is the sign of 35? 35 is positive. So our answer is positive 15. Always remember that we're going to copy the sign of the bigger number. Now let us try some examples here. We have number 1, positive 3 plus negative 8. As what we can see, they are unlike sign, or they have different sign. 3 here is positive and 8 here is negative. Since they are unlike sign, what is the rule? Subtract. So 8 minus 3, that is 5. And copy the sign of the bigger number. Which one is bigger? 8 is bigger and 8 is negative. So our answer is negative 5. Number 2, negative 7 plus negative 8. As what you can see, they have same or the same sign. They are both negative. Since they are all negative, so we're going to add. So 7 plus 8, the answer is 15. And the rule tells us that we're going to copy their sign. Okay, so same sign, add and copy their sign. Number 3, 20 plus 18. This one, 20 here is positive 20. This one is positive 18. Same sign, because they have the same sign, add. So 20 plus 18, it's 38, and copy their sign. For number 4, we have negative 5 plus positive 10 plus positive 16. Positive 6. For number 4, we have negative 5, positive 10, and positive 6. So for this one, we're going to start the operation in the left side. So we have here negative 5 plus positive 10. They are unlike sign. Since they are unlike sign, so we're going to subtract. So 10 minus 5, that is 5, and copy the sign of the bigger number. 10 is positive, so our answer here is positive 5. Positive 5 plus positive 6, then we got the answer of positive 11. Okay, so that's it. This time, I want you to test yourself. I want you to answer the following here, and please post your answer in the comment section below. So thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.